Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ruby. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a travel vlog about a trip that I took back in October. I know it's been 2 months, but I just had the chance to edit the video the way I wanted to, and I'm just so glad that I get the chance to share it with you. So for context, it was a trip that my boyfriend and I went on in Europe. It was for 2 weeks. We went to Paris and then we went to Cyprus because his brother was getting married. It's basically the reason why we decided to travel during that time. And then we went to Budapest and then we went back to Paris. And it was just a very overwhelming trip in general because I have my childhood best friend who lives in Paris, so I got the chance to see her during the first and the last part of the trip. And I also went to see my sister who also lives in France and who had a wedding in Normandie. So I went on a road trip with her and her family to Normandie. They had booked an Airbnb and we stayed there for a few days. And then in Cyprus, my mom decided to join me, which is where we spent a few days together. And then my boyfriend and I went to Budapest together, and then we came back to Paris where he had his childhood best friend and I had mine. And it was a bunch of people all over the world, but I feel like this is one of the perks of being Lebanese. We just have so many people scattered around the world that no matter where you go, you just never feel like a stranger. So yeah, there's that. So as I mentioned, the first part, I landed in Paris. I went to my childhood best friend Karel's place, and then I dropped my bags over there, and then my sister came and picked me up from there, and we went together with her husband and her 2 kids to Normandie. Wedding that same night, so on that same day I ended up babysitting my nephews, which was like the most wholesome thing ever. It was halfway across the semester, which means that I also brought a few of my work with me to Paris and to France, where I had to like work on a few assignments. So I took advantage of the fact that my sister had a wedding to like study a little at night. And yeah, we also, on my last day with them, we went to a cathedral in Rouen in Normandie, and it was super nice. One of the things I like most about France is the Gothic architecture. I studied architecture back in 2018. I have a bachelor's degree in architecture, and one of my favorite things about traveling is to get to discover the buildings, and especially the churches and cathedrals, especially in Europe, of the different eras, of the different cultures. And yeah, I just was obsessed with the Gothic architecture in Rouen, but I also got the chance to see that a lot in Paris as well. After that, I went back to Paris. I'm currently in Normandie on my way to Paris. I landed in Paris on Saturday, and then I went to see my sister Saturday, Sunday. Today is Monday, and I'm going back to Paris right now. So what's in a martini?
Vodka.
Okay.
I would say citron.
Oh, maybe. Hold on, I'm gonna try. There we go. What do you taste?
I do taste the vodka. I do taste a hint of citron. You said passion fruit, right?
Yeah, there is passion fruit. But I didn't say it's in the picture.
Ah, okay.
I didn't guess it.
By the way, no, I have to say something. So Karel made a reservation for 4 people because she thought that her sister and my boyfriend were coming. And I think the people here thought that we got stood up because they gave us like 3 shots. So I guess now every time we go out, we're making a reservation for 4.
Exactly.
Why does this look like this? Have I been looking like this? Oh, yeah, I'm not. Guys, we were at the restaurant and there was a mice. So we left screaming. I was literally screaming.
Mice is a plural of mouse.
Yeah. Karel
I
said...
kept saying mice from the way to the restaurant. And now that she said it once, I wanted to correct it.
There was only one. There was only one mouse, and Karel said it's a rat.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with mouse as a mice. No, I'm
Mouse.
kidding. I'm not.
I'm
Mouse,
not okay
mice?
with it. I don't know the difference of it.
It was Mickey.
It's like even if I but I wouldn't even know the difference.
Anyway, so we
If
left.
it's a big mouse, would you know if it's a rat or a mouse?
Yeah, because the tail of the rat is shorter and.
I don't care. I
I
don't want to see it there. I don't want to.
What if they made dinner? What if it's ratatouille? We're in Paris.
Yeah.
Anyway, so while we were taking the metro, we also saw another mouse. And I've been screaming all along. Like, I think all Paris heard me. But
She did.
I might be tipsy, but it's okay. I was supposed to have one drink, but they got us a shot.
Yeah, I was supposed to have one.
And they got us
got
a shot.
us a shot.
But it's okay. It was good. Alright, bye. We're gonna go make friends with the mice.
Après, on fait tous les deux 50 et 45 kilos chacun.
Count. Yeah, that
We don't
makes
need
sense.
more than one sip.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's Hola! So it is Tuesday. We were supposed to go on a run this morning, but apparently, wow, that sounded French. So apparently Sarkozy was going to jail, so the roads were closed, so we couldn't go. And ever since I got to Paris, everything was going south. Like the Louvre got stolen,
Yeah,
Sarkozy went to jail. Like I don't know what's happening. We wanted to go see La Cathédrale Notre Dame, but there was a huge line, so we didn't. But we're gonna go have brunch now. Because when plan A doesn't work, the alphabet has 25 other letters. So we're gonna make it work. Alrighty, see ya! Yeah. Alright guys, so it's Wednesday. What did you do? We tried to go on a run this morning, but I ended up walking because I was dying. I don't know why. I haven't run in such a long time. En plus, I hyped up the run for such a long time.
Yeah.
And now, Karel, where are we?
Now we are juste à côté de l'église. We are next to
The church?
the church of Madeleine's church.
Yeah.
And we are going to eat some Joe and the Juice, which is a chain, international, but she hasn't tried it, so we're gonna try it.
I've never tried it. I don't think they have it in Montreal, so I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And we are walking around Place de la Concorde.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fun. It's a fun day. Oh, we also went to Maison Le Corbusier, like La Roche Corbusier. So yeah. Lots and lots of things happening. There's so much things to do. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Alrighty, see you. Bye. Hi, Mom.
Hello.
So I'm walking alone in Cyprus, and I've never felt safer. Like the streets are just so busy of people, and it's so nice. It almost doesn't feel like it's October. But I'm going to see my boyfriend. I had dinner with my mom earlier today, and then I went to the hotel and I took a nap. Unexpected nap, but I was really tired. Now there's people singing karaoke. It's just so random, but it's so cute. Walking towards the beach with my mama. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
All right. It's very sunny. Good. Hi. Look, أنت ملابسين على بعض. Nice. So we're back to our room after spending the morning at the beach. I'm gonna change and then I have to go to a nails appointment that I think I'm late to, so I'm gonna rush. Alright, so I'm gonna go get my nails done. The funny story about this is that I didn't even save the name of the place. I was just going to the convenience store yesterday
and it's like right next to our hotel. And I saw there was a place, so I stopped and I took an appointment for today. But like, it's very close, so I still remember where it is. But I feel like I'm living in such a small village. That's so cute. All right.
All right, so time to do the makeup. It's just stressé. I know. All right, so it's the day of the wedding. I did my hair earlier. My mom helped me out, and now I'm gonna get my makeup done. So I took my hair out of my face, and yeah, I'm a little stressed about the makeup, but I should have everything that I need. I got a new foundation because last time the one I had didn't match my skin tone. I got powder because I didn't have that before, and let's do this. I'm mostly stressed about the eyeshadow, but hopefully it's gonna work out. And I'm not gonna be filming because I'm a little stressed. Also, I got my nails done yesterday, so yeah. See you when I'm done. All right, so, oh, look at this. It's sunny outside. Why don't I open the curtains? So I just took a shower. Hangover is reduced. My skin is tired and it shows, but it's okay. I'm gonna go back to my skincare when I get back to Montreal. I'm gonna go to the pool. I have my tablet. I actually have to study. I have a few assignments that I need to finish before I come back from vacation. So I'm gonna do that. And what else am I gonna do today? I'm just gonna sit by the pool and I'll see if I'm gonna go out with my boyfriend later. All right, so this is the room. This is the entryway. Then we've got the beds. And then we've got the dresser. I don't know why I kept the doors open. And then we have a small vanity. Hi. And then we have our balcony that's kind of really big. I'm gonna sit outside and tan in a little bit. And then we've got our kitchen area. And then, okay, maybe I should close those. And then we got the bathroom. And that's our room. So it is Sunday evening. I am back in the hotel. Hold on. Will this hold? It held. For how long, we don't know. Tomorrow morning, I'm waking up at 6 because my boyfriend and I are going to Budapest. So yeah, and then we already packed most of our things. We are taking one big suitcase back to Paris with our friends who were here with us in Cyprus, and then me and him are backpacking in Budapest for 3 days. It's very overwhelming. We're both very tired. We haven't been sleeping these past 4 days much. For some reason, I have been waking up early almost every day. I have been a very type B person during this whole kind of trip, which is not like me. Usually I'm a type A person, but knowing that somebody else is taking care of the check-ins and everything else has made me very non-taking initiatives. Not sure I like that side of me, but it's new. It's very new to me. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a shower and get ready. We're going out for dinner, and then tomorrow we're waking up around 5 a.m. because we're leaving to the airport at 6. I'm just hoping I'll be able to sleep well tonight without missing my alarm tomorrow. And that was my outfit for the day, by the way. I'm gonna go take a shower and change and wear something else. But yeah, see you. Bye. So, ooh la la, this almost was catastrophic. I just tidied everything. I prepared my backpack for Cyprus, like really prepared it this time. Took a really warm shower. I showered my hair twice today. I think it was a very bad decision, but I don't know, the curls weren't curling the way I wanted to, and I was very hot today, so I was like, might as well shower again. I will definitely be giving my hair more breaks when I go back to Montreal. I got dressed. I put on a little bit of makeup. Today is the first day that instead of putting foundation, I put on just face primer, like not primer, but what is it called? Hold on. I just made my whole makeup with this concealer. I did not put any foundation, I just put on concealer, a bit of bronzer because I love bronzer. I might have bronzer blindness, I don't think so, but I just love it so much. Eyeliner, mascara, a little bit of highlighter on my eyes, lipstick, and that's it. I know it doesn't sound like a little, but it is. The girls would understand. Anyway, I got dressed, prepared my purse that I will be taking with me to the airport tomorrow, and it has everything I need, so I'm taking it with me tonight as well. Almost forgot my lipstick. I'm just gonna go for a walk, see if I can find more souvenirs. I actually bought a few magnets. I decided to start collecting notebooks when I go on trips, and on those notebooks, I'm gonna write my favorite foods, my favorite places to visit of all the places I visited. It's a bit unconventional because I am definitely not gonna find the same format of notebooks in every country I visit, but I don't know, I feel like it's very representative of me. I love writing, I love documenting things, so I think that's gonna be my own kind of collection of the places I go to, and I never thought I would actually collect stuff when I travel, but I like it. So yeah, I got a notebook from Paris, I got one from Cyprus, I'm probably gonna try to find one in Budapest. I also am obsessed with the bracelets they have. I got this stone bracelet. It has like minerals. I love blue, it's my favorite color. I also got another bracelet that I won't be wearing today because I don't think it matches, but it's just like this white ribbon bracelet with blue pearls and the evil eye. I'm not super superstitious, but I do like the culture of the evil eye. I don't know, it's just I don't know, I find it very interesting and funny, so I got the bracelet. My nails are already chipping, which I kind of expected because I did not do gel nails. I only got them I only got a manicure. I do not like gel nails. I'm gonna try to find nail polish remover in Budapest and like do my nails again. If not, I'm just gonna have very embarrassing nails. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go take a walk, and yeah, by the way, this is my outfit. I'm just wearing a regular black top, one of my favorites, by the way, white jeans and white Pumas. And yeah, this top, I got it from H&M. It's a boat neck top, and it's just sold out and I cannot find it again. And it's breaking my heart because the fit is just perfect. And I know boat necks are kind of popular. I could find it anywhere. The H&M one was like the perfect size. It just fits me tight enough. And yeah, it's very unfortunate, but I'm on the lookout until I find it again. So yeah, anyway, I gotta go. See you when I do something interesting. Until then, bye-bye. Shared with me one reel about Budapest a few weeks before our trip, and after that all of the reels I was getting on TikTok were about Budapest. So basically, like, our planning of Budapest kind of happened naturally. We just kept sending each other TikToks every time we would see something interesting about Budapest. And then one evening we just sat down together, we opened Google Maps and we saved all of the places we liked. And then our itinerary just kind of made itself on its own. Like we saw all the places, all the landmarks that were next to each other, and we visited them in different days. We were there overall for 3 days and 2 nights. So, and our days were not like, we landed on, I would say maybe 2 p.m. on the first day, and then we left around 1 p.m. on the third day. So we didn't have a lot of full days. It was, we were very tired after the wedding as well, but I still think that we made the most of it and I loved it. We saw most of the architecture. Personally, I think it's one of my favorite cities that I've visited so far. I personally have not traveled as much, but the architecture was mesmerizing to me. On our first day, we visited the Cathedral Saint Stefan, and that place was mesmerizing. We had been to Cathédrale Notre Dame in Paris a couple of days before together, but just stepping into that cathedral in Budapest, I just wish I could film like the looks we had on our faces, because we kept looking at each other and being like, oh my god, what is this? It was so beautiful. The whole cathedral was literally golden, and the arts, and like it was so big, and everywhere you would walk around you would see a different perspective, a different angle, something else that's just beautiful in a completely different way. And having studied architecture, I have not seen anything like this that was built nowadays. Like, it's just crazy to think that all of these things were done before AutoCAD and Revit and Rhino and the whole like softwares families. It was just like, to come and think that somebody just built this from their head and they just drew it on paper. I don't know, I was really put things into perspective. But yeah, it was a beautiful cathedral, and it really showed the craftsmanship that it took to build this. And I think it was one of my favorite places I ever visited. And yeah, and then we just kept walking around for 3 days. Also had a lot of great food. We tried the Hungarian national foods. And our first night, there was this TikTok we saw about a steakhouse, and we just knew we had to try it. So we went there on our first night. We did take a reservation a week before, and it was just the best steak I've ever had so far. It wasn't just, it's not about it being the best steak, but just the presentation was nice. We were having a good time. We were on vacation, so obviously we were gonna enjoy it more than we would on like a regular day-to-day basis. And also, I think like the place was very nice. Anyway, I'm not gonna bore you with more details, but here are some more clips from Budapest that I just loved filming. And then we went back to Paris, and the second part of Paris, Karel, my best friend, took a few days off during my first part of the trip. Second half of the trip, when I came back to Paris, she had less days off. Granted, we still spent a lot of great times together, but during that second half of the trip, I was actually able to go to coffee shops alone, to discover Paris a little bit on my own. The first day back after I came back to Budapest, I woke up early in the morning and I went walking to the Eiffel Tower, and then I went to a coffee shop there and I had a crepe and a coffee. And I actually do have a very funny anecdote about that day, because as I was finishing my meal after I paid the bill, I asked the waiter, like, est-ce que je peux savoir c'est où la salle de bain, or where's the powder room if you want? And he was so shocked that I asked for like the powder room in French and not for the toilets. And he's like, oh, you're not French, madame. Are you Quebecoise or are you from Belgium? Because it's apparently it's only people in Quebec or in Belgium that say salle de bain instead of toilette. And I'm like, I'm from Quebec. And he was like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because only you guys would say salle de bain. And technically, I'm not Canadian yet, but I have been living in Quebec for 8 years. So it's like the first time I identify myself as a Quebecois somewhere else. Because basically here when I'm in Montreal, people ask me like, where are you from? And I tell them I'm from Lebanon. But to be in Paris and to refer to myself as a Quebecoise, that was like a very wholesome moment. Also, it was very wholesome that I was able to be in Paris and speak French effortlessly. Good morning, Paris. It's currently 7:30 a.m. My friend Karel just left for work and I decided to go walk towards the Eiffel Tower. I have my tablet with me and I actually have a few assignments that I need to get done for university. So I will be getting them done. And yeah, it's very chilly in Paris today. Super cold, but it's okay. It's Friday, second to last day in Paris. Okay, we just had coffee. On s'en va. We're gonna visit a few churches this morning and then we're gonna go shopping. So exciting. Alright, I slept so well last night. I slept for what, like 10 hours? I passed out for 10 hours.
She passed out.